Hey guys, it's your girl Jasmine and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new.
27 heartbeat.
Hello and welcome to the very first episode of a new series that I'm starting here on my channel called Mental Health Check-In. This is episode 1. For this episode, I'm really just going to be introducing you guys to this new series, introducing you to myself. That's really all that's planned for this first video. First off, what is this series going to be and what is it going to be about? So Mental Health Check-In is literally what the title says. So these videos are going to be all about mental health awareness, mental health stories, anything relating to mental health is what this video is going to be. I do want to have, some input from you guys. If you guys have any stories or recommendations or anything that you guys want me to talk about during this series, just let me know in the comments down below, or you can send me an email, anything like that. I really just want these videos and my overall channel to just be a very safe place for anyone that's dealing with any mental health issues. Mental health is something that I feel very strongly about. It's something that I have struggled with for most of my life, and it's something that I want to bring more awareness to and I want to talk about. I don't think it should be something that should be closed off, that no one talks about. I know it's definitely become more of an open topic in the modern day, which I am very, very happy about, but I also want to bring that to my channel. To kind of start, I know I've talked a little bit about mental health on my channel previously. I think when I first started my channel, if that video is still up, I think I made a video about my depression. If I can find it, if it's still up on my channel, I will put it in the iCard above. There's that video, and then one of my more recent videos was about my breakup and being cheated on and how that has also affected my mental health. So that is also a video on my channel about mental health. To give a little bit more of a backstory on me personally, my name is Jasmine. If you are new to my channel, if you just found me through this series, hello. Also, don't forget to subscribe, gotta plug that in there if you're new here. But my name is Jasmine. I am 23 years old and I have struggled with depression since probably I was a preteen when it first started coming about in my life. Then I've also been struggling with anxiety, and the anxiety came a lot later in my life versus the depression. Like, I didn't have the anxiety and depression at the same time for most of my life. It was mostly just the depression, and then that kind of also led into anxiety within the past probably couple of years. So before I get too deep into this first episode or this series, I also want to preface that I am in no way a professional psychiatrist or a therapist. I really don't know, a whole lot. I didn't go to school for any of that, but it is something that very much so interests me. It's something that I like to look up. I like to look into all these different things and things that, affect myself and affect the other people around me. So it is definitely something that I really enjoy, and I feel like I have a good amount of knowledge on it, and I'm also wanting my knowledge on the topic to grow, but I am not a professional. So any advice that I give or anything that I say regarding mental health, if it's not true as far as the statements that I say, if I ever go into like statistics or anything like that, let me know down below, because I'm a human, I make mistakes as well. But everything else is just my personal opinion and how I feel about things. So just wanted to put that out there. Going back to my anxiety and my depression, I am undiagnosed. So what that means is that I have never gone to a psychiatrist or a therapist directly and, been diagnosed with a condition. However, I personally do know that I have anxiety and depression. There are other I don't really like the word disorders, because I don't feel like it does hinder you and hinders me, but I don't like the word disorder. I just don't like that word. But I know there are other mental health issues, I'll say issues, such as ADHD, OCD, ADD, bipolar, all of these other mental health things. I want to say that I am definitely 100% not against therapy or any of that. I am pro therapy. I say if you need the help, you should go and get the help. However, like I said, I want my channel to be a safe space. So I know that going to therapy and getting a therapist and all of that can be hard for some people, and it is hard for me. I have not been able to go to therapy because of money. I know that could be a lot of people's problems. Even though I have insurance through my job, I still have to pay when I go and I still get a bill afterwards, and I just can't really afford that right now. Even on the online services, I know you've seen the influencers who talk about BetterHelp. I think there's another one as well. I haven't personally tried any of those, but those do still also cost money, even if you have insurance. So money is always going to be a factor when it comes to therapy, unless you have a therapist friend, but even that is not necessarily 100% professional, I guess, because your therapist should be someone who doesn't know every detail of your life. It's just the person that you go to, fresh start, tell them about you and your mind and how it works and all that stuff. I want to say that I do want to eventually be able to go to therapy. It's something I'm looking into. If you guys have any recommendations, whether it's online therapy or somewhere that you've been able to find a therapist, maybe for cheaper through your insurance or whatever, leave it in the comments down below for me. I definitely would like to look into that more, because again, I do think that therapy would be very beneficial. All right, y'all, sorry for the spot change. I ended up having to leave my house really quick, but I can finish this up really quick in the car for you. I actually wanted to film this video fully in my car. I did start that yesterday. If I can find that clip still, I will insert it here. Wow, this lighting is so awful! I can't do this. I really can't. I can't film this if I look like this in the fucking light. I'm really pissed off. I just wanted to film this video. The lighting is so bad! In the fucking helicopter. I'm done. But I had a full-on like mental breakdown because the lighting was awful. I could not find a good spot to sit, and of course today I'm in my car and I put the camera up and wow, the lighting is not that bad, of course. But again, that's just another example of mental health. Like, I was literally having a mini breakdown because I was so upset that like I couldn't find a place to film. The sun was like shining in the wrong spots, and like right now the sun is like right here, but it's not like washing out my face or anything, which is what it was kind of doing yesterday, and was like making me really dark and whatever. The rest of the episodes in this series, I'm definitely going to try to structure better. I'm gonna try to actually give them some structure and, you know, plan out exactly like what I want to talk about and what I want to say. This video was more so to just introduce the topic. I want to introduce the mental health check-in series, and also just to give you guys, again, a safe space in the comments down below to talk about any struggles that you're having. Again, if you have any specific stories or advice that you would like to have that you might not want to share with everyone else, my email is always in the description down below if you want to send me any emails like that. I'm pretty sure I discussed all that I wanted to about my personal struggles with mental health, my anxiety and my depression. I talked about therapy and how I have yet to go to therapy, but it is something that I am looking into, and I definitely see myself in the future going to therapy. I will definitely make an episode on that once that does happen. I kind of want to end this video by saying that you're not alone. If you're struggling with mental health, you're not alone. I know that some days can be worse than others. The reason that this video really came to my mind was because for the past week or so, it's been very hard for me mentally. Oh my god, I hate when people drive by and just stare at me. Oh my gosh. That's a great example of mental health. The level of anxiety that I have when it comes to filming and people, and it's complete strangers. I know this is very off topic from what I was just saying, but it's a very good example. These are complete strangers that I'm never gonna see again, that are just driving by in their car, and I have so much anxiety when they look at me, when I have my camera set up on my dash, and it just makes me just so full of anxiety. I'm so anxious, and I don't really know why necessarily, because again, I don't know these people. I'm never probably gonna see any of these people ever again in my life. I just see them in passing in their car. It's a really big struggle for me to continue to film when I feel like people are staring at me, even in my own house. Like, my roommate knows that I make videos. She probably watches them, like, hello. But I like to film when absolutely nobody's home and it's quiet, because for some reason I just have so much anxiety that I will whisper throughout the whole video, even if, you know, she's in her room with the door closed. Like, it's been a lot recently. My anxiety has been really high. I've had really, really low days recently where I just want to sit around and do nothing. And although I know that it's not going to be like that forever, it is still hard to go through that and for that to still happen. I'm gonna lock the door because this truck is backing up and it's really making me feel weird. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for them to pass by because I don't like this. Crack on? Okay. This is the fact that I'm filming this video talking about mental health, and my mental health is literally just That's why I said this is a safe space. And it is okay to not be okay. That is one of the main things I want to put out there. And I know that's said a lot and it might sound cliche or whatever, but it really is. It is okay to not be okay. I'm very excited for this series to get going. Again, this was just the first episode to introduce this series, to let you guys know that I am going to be talking more about mental health on my channel. I hope you guys are excited for it because I'm very, 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 very excited for it. If you're also excited to come on this journey of exploring mental health and everything that you can learn from it, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. I don't necessarily have a timeline of when I'm going to be putting these videos out specifically, kind of just on a as I feel like it basis, probably as of right now. Again, it may end up being more structured later on as I get more topics that I want to talk about and things like that. But as of right now, it's just gonna kind of be an as needed, I guess, basis. If I'm ever having a hard day, maybe I'll pull out my camera and just talk for a little bit and insert that into one of these videos. I want to really show you guys the real raw me, especially when I'm going through hard times, because we all struggle at some point with something. I feel like we all don't struggle in the same ways, we all don't show it in the same ways, but life can be hard, especially we're going through a pandemic. Life can be hard. So that's really all I have to say. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Turn on those bell notifications so you're notified of all of my upcoming videos. I'm really excited to really get into the topic of mental health and to really get to know you guys better and for you guys to get to know me even better. With that being said, don't forget to follow my social medias as well. They'll be on the screen and the description bar down below. I don't really show much of my mental health on my social medias, as a lot of people probably don't, just because, again, it's not my first thought to post on an Instagram story when I'm depressed. I just don't want to do anything. But yeah, you can still get to know me just a little bit better through my social media platforms. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.